We're in Buenos Aires at the World Amateur Team Championships with Mark Lawrie, the Executive Director of the Argentine Golf Association. Mark, everybody thinks we're right here at championship time, but this process is a little longer than just these 3 weeks, right?
Well, the process goes back to sometime 2002 when we had this crazy idea of going ahead with these championships, and it made its climax in South Africa 2006. So we've been having these championships for a long time, if you ask me. This is pretty much the end.
What are the biggest challenges and hurdles you've faced in going through this whole process?
Well, I'd say the first was convincing the board of the association that this was a good idea. I don't know that I've convinced them yet, but I hope they've taken it on as a good idea. Logistics, holding this event in a very big city like Buenos Aires, distance between the clubs and a big town, a big city like Buenos Aires has always been one of the concerns, and certainly a concern that has aggravated in the last 4 years when the amount of cars in the area has increased tremendously.
Now, y'all hosted in Argentina back in 1972. Any history from that you learned from, or any tidbits or anything that you gained from that?
Yeah, I think I would have preferred to run that one and not this one. There was something like half the size of this or even less, so I can imagine it being a lot easier to run then than it is now. But I think it was a great success, and one certain piece of information that is of interest is that this course here at Olivos is the first club in the history of the World Amateur Team Championships to host one for a second time.
Oh, that's a great piece of news. And then also, what about the average age of the players back then versus now? That's got to be different, wasn't it?
Well, we could have made the teams then. I don't think we could have made the teams now. No, seriously, one of the big differences, I think, is the average of the top amateur international golfer back in the 70s was slightly different to what it is today. I mean, I think if we look at the average age now, we'll barely make 18, and it was certainly more of a game played by people in their 30s then. So I think that's one of the striking differences between one event and the other.
Well, we're looking for a great couple of weeks, and thanks so much for hosting us in your great country.
Well, it's been a great pleasure working towards this, and I hope that everyone really enjoys their stay in Argentina.
Great.